What's up everybody, beau-hindman back with another quick video. This time I'm talking about another model kit for Model Kit May. And if you're not sure what Model Kit May is honestly it's an excuse for me to finish a bunch of model kits. I have quite a backlog, so I'm going through them. Hopefully I wanted to get through about a dozen in May, but I'll probably get through about more like 7 or 8 more realistically, because some of them are more difficult to use. Oops, I just hit my light. Or more difficult to put together. This one is really easy, and I wanted to go over this for a while. I bought it, I thought it looked really cute. Dorami, this is a Figure-Eyes Mechanics. Figure-Eyes is a neat line that is basically a more detailed kind of line. You'll see them do Figure-Eyes Mechanics. They did like they'll do more like figures, you know, like action figures, not just a vehicle or a robot type of model kit, but they'll do these more detailed kits, and I'll go over it. Doesn't necessarily mean they're more complicated, but they're definitely something to check out if you want something that's a little bit, you know, more shelf worthy, if you know what I'm saying. This is Dorami, which is a famous character. I believe this is like the girl character, I'm not real sure, of this line, and I don't know much else about it other than there's a male character named Dorami. I can't remember his name, but I'll definitely probably get him now because he's really cool. And as you can see, as I'm leafing through it, there is some really neat little features about this. So it's just it looks like a really basic little, you know, almost like a vinyl toy, which is really cool if you're into vinyl toys, which if you're not, if you don't know what that is, that means more of like something that's more like almost a miniature statue, usually a very pop culture kind of cartoony figure like this. Really bright, loud. There's some, they're not all vinyl toys are not like that, but they're usually basically a little bit more expensive, fancier and stuff, built with some neat materials and really wonderful paint jobs, more like little art pieces that you would get from pop artists or other well-known artists, rather than like just a regular old toy. So these are a good way, these Figure-Eyes and other model kits are a great way to own something that's kind of vinyl toy-like, but isn't. They're really easy to assemble. I did gouge it in a couple places, and I'll show you some of those maybe as I roll around here. But it's got a few little gimmicks in it. Now I don't know how these gimmicks apply to the cartoon or the character, whatever. As far as I know, it's a pretty popular older character that's been involved in Japan for quite a while. I'm not really sure other than that. But what you have here is you have a few little gimmicks where it has these little lifting legs. I don't quite know why they lift. I'm not really sure. I'll need to read in the instruction manual. Maybe it'll tell me. And as you can see, as I rotate it around, oops, this little thing was driving me crazy. As you can see, as I rotate it around, let's actually leave that off. You can take this little tail out. As I rotate it around, you're going to see that you have the option to build it actually with a clear or this see-through skin. And everything goes together pretty easily. Right, I'm looking through the monitor here and I cannot. It goes together pretty easily. So if you want to reassemble it with all of the regular skin, or you know, this yellow here or not, you can just swap that out pretty quick, and I'll show you here on the head. The head is adorable, of course. It's got one little sticker right there, which is not the greatest, but if we can pull off the face here, I'll show you what's really cool. Let's see if I can pull it off. I think you pull it off right there. Let's see, there we go. It's got some cool little, you know, robotic parts underneath. It's kind of like if you were to take a cartoon character, disassemble it, and show its structure underneath, maybe its bones. There's a famous vinyl artist that does that with like, did it with a Lego man, a little minifig. He showed the bones inside. Everything comes apart pretty easy, so don't be afraid to play with it. What I'm going to do though, because the insides are so detailed, you can't quite see it perfectly on the inside there, but it's got so many, it definitely looks like it could be more detailed than it really is. It's really not a detailed infrastructure or whatever you call it, but it definitely looks like it could be. So what I really am dying to do, let's see if I can pull these two apart. Oh, you take out this little part here. What I'm really dying to do is get in there and apply, oh my god, oh boy. It's much more detailed than you would think, but it's hard to see that detail you know, just as it is. So this is gonna be a fun project for somebody who wants to kind of detail. I can't even get this apart, my God, I'm breaking the whole thing right here on camera. But hey, it's a model kit, so should be able to do this, no problem. Did I break anything? No. Okay, so you can see it has like wires and looking stuff and parts. I mean, look at all that detail, that's fantastic. So if you're somebody who wants to get in there and actually go through here and gunmetal it or do something cool, put lights or whatever, you can do it. But all these parts are really, really basic. Just like, so there's nothing really complicated. You could take all this apart, which is what I want to do, and actually just do a nice wash in all the gold. Maybe paint the eyes, all the eyes are covered up, and then reassemble it with the clear skin on everywhere. And then you're going to be able to see those. You're really going to be able to see all of those details a lot more, because just even with a basic wash, that's going to look so amazing. So if you're somebody who wants to try that or give it a go, this is a good, pretty inexpensive kit for what it is. You know, it's going to be a little bit more forgiving for doing something like that. You can even do some lights in there or whatever. You can see on the body, it's the same thing. The arms actually have, and this would be something cool if you wanted to. Let's see if I can do this without breaking it though. I'm not sure if I can, but you can actually take this skin off, and the arms have little details in there, like little robotic parts. So again, perfect for putting details in that you wouldn't think they wouldn't belong on a little cute model kit like this. Even the little pocket here kind of moves in and out. It's not really great, but I still don't quite know why this happens. But could you imagine those painted up like metal? Now you would leave, for me, I want to leave the skin part, the solid skin part as it is. Maybe scuff it up a bit. Maybe look at like it's a, you know, like it's maybe a beat up cartoon robot from the future, you know, like a kid's toy in the year 2200 and they've played with it a bunch and beat it up. But I kind of want to just leave it really perfect and then leave a section out, or even it would be really cool, even if you were to score and break half of this skin off and where you could see the insides really, really nicely. That would be fantastic. And really not a lot of work. You'll have to do some seam lining and stuff and some creative, maybe some putty or whatever. You have to be really careful with it, but it would definitely be worth it. And it's so easy to take apart and put back together that, again, it's a great kit for somebody who's just starting that. I would definitely wash the bell here on the front, clean up the ears, which got scuffed pretty good, got gouged pretty good on accident. I was being a dork, but could you imagine that with a nice wash on it where it had dark edges? It looked nice and dark and kind of like buffered, or, you know, a patina on there. That would look fantastic. Or you could imagine taking that face, cracking it in half, and having the robot parts inside half. That would look fantastic. So it's just a fun kit. Oops, it's gonna look really cute on your shelf. I promise it doesn't fall apart all the time like that. It's gonna look really adorable on your shelf. It sits there solidly because it's just, he's got these flat feet. But you can actually put, there is an area, I wanted to know if it was that, or no, it's right here. You can take that little tab off there, and there's a spot for a stand if you want to have her flying around or whatever. So not a bad little kit at all. I would recommend it if you're even if you just want to leave it as it is and maybe have a kid build it, you know, a kid who wants to build this one, you know, super cute. It looks great on the shelf. But if you want to do something more advanced and really get those details in there and then show those off either with the skin or the removal of the face or something, or maybe have the face removed and the hand holding the face or something. Fantastic little fun little kit. I'm gonna get the Dorami one, or the other, this is Dorami, so whatever her, I can't remember what her boyfriend's name is, but anyway, I want to get the other one. And then they have a vehicle, they have all sorts of little compartments, and none of them are really terribly expensive. You could get them all for probably $100 for the whole set. So, but anyway, not a bad little kit. Very, very cute. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it doesn't just like haunt you in your nightmares like it will me here soon. So have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.